and them guys would dance. But this tune was kind of a spaced out kind of a tune to me. But I love the tune. And because I didn't know the tune, it always, you know, a record associates to what? It associates me to the heroin guys in the Reno.
Play it then, let's hear it.
Yeah.
And I'll see what you're on about.
It is brilliant because they don't, a lot of DJs don't play this tune anymore. But it was one wicked tune in the Reno. Oh.
Is it right they're going to excavate it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when I heard that,
and all that
when I heard that, I went, yeah. Because, you know, I was thinking in my head, I'd love to put a big, just, you know, like a floor where the Reno is, you know, where it is now. Make of and have a canopy. But when I heard you were going to dig down and dig it all out, I thought, because you're still there, the Reno's still there.
It's still there. We did a test dig.
Yeah, it's still there.
We did a test
and you just dig out all the bricks and all the mud and crap.
We're going to get a marquee, David. And we're going to have a party.
Give me your phone, David. I've got no internet here with you.
Are you still doing that?
Yeah.
Your phone, let me play the tune on YouTube.
Whatever you do,
it's going to be great, man.
I'm going to dance just to let all I better not have I don't know what brought that on. But, well, I did, because I haven't You haven't got.
I don't really bother with any.
Dingy, you haven't got the internet.
Right, come on then. David! Triggy, tell us about your first night down the Reno.
It was the afternoon actually, it was an afternoon.
Right.
And I was in a band them days and moved to Westwood Street, 45 Westwood Street, just by the Rec Park, Crosslight Park. And the lads gave me 10 bob each to go and get a spliff, you know. It was called pound twist them days. So I got about, what was it, £2 off the road, 10 bob each or 4 of them, and I put quid to it. So I went to the Big Alec, because all the boys used to sell the pound twist in the Big Alecs. And then everybody had gone down the Reno, you know what I mean? So I thought, oh Christ, I've never been down the Reno before. This was around about February 72, this. Yeah, it would have been about February 72. So anyway, I went down there, seen all the heads, a few heads, what I knew and everything. And this black guy come up to me. Oh my God, I just done his name before.
Oh, you did? Zappa?
No.
No.
Wait a minute.
Just want to find out the guy's name. I can't remember who he said, and I know the guy so well when he said the name.
Yeah, Gaffer his name was.
Gaffer.
Right,
hold on.
Down the Reno.
Seen Gaffer.
Gaffer. I didn't know him from Adam at the time. He said, oh, Jimmy, because all the black boys used to call you Jimmy if you was a white guy, don't they? Jimmy, no, come here, Jimmy. I have the good things. So anyway, there I did. I said I wanted £3. So he goes in his sock, pulls out 3 twists, you know what I mean? And I went to open one, so obviously have a look, you know what I mean, make sure it's alright. He says, no, the police ain't here, please, just give me the money, man, it's good things, give me the money. So so I got a bit power myself, here's the money. So I did one, you know what I mean, after Reno, I went back to the yard, like Westwood Street, the place where all the boys were waiting for me to bring the weed back. Anyway, they've all skinned up, waiting for me to bring the things. When they've opened the pound twist, it was time. Oh my God, and I thought it was a fly-by-night, you know, badass, you know what I mean? Nobody can take me round the corner. Well, I felt alright, dick. So anyway, I shot back up there, and I still had some money on me at the time, because I just robbed a load of lead and copper out the old houses, because it was all those old Moss was coming down them days. Yeah. So my little raise them days was like doing a bit of lead and copper, you know what I mean, getting the lads flashing. So I made £17 that day actually. So anyway, I thought, bugger it, I've been out for £3, I'll just go. And it was just see my main man, Frank, bless him, rest in peace, Frank. So he said, all right, Triggy man, yeah. I said, where was you before? I said, I just arrived. He says, I've just been fucking ripped up by that bastard there, Gaffer, you know what I mean? And he just starts laughing. He says, what do you want? I says, just give me a 3, man, give me a 3. I says, I'm going to look at this one. It's not a sure top tricky, man, you know it's good. So anyway, I slowed it up, and it was good. And then I took home, and it was all right. That was my very first time I went down to Reno. And I remember sitting there, you know, and he was playing some tune. I was into a bit of rock then, because we was in a bit of a rock soul reggae band. And these was playing some R&B and jazz funk and all that. And I thought, wow, these tunes are good, man. So what happened at the night time when we did a gig, because we used to play in Darcy Street, it's called Darcy Street, the Colonial Club, which is now the new. So a lot of tunes. So we did a gig at the Carrot Club on Denmark Road. Yeah,
Darcy Street.
Darcy Street, yeah, Darcy Street. Because it's now the West Indian Centre on Westford Street now.
Right.
But them days it was just a wooden building. The cricket club, West Indian Club, was a lot of the old times used to play cricket and all that. I used to do all the band there and everything. So when we went, I says, listen boys, we've got to go down the Reno, there's badass tunes there. And that finished at like 2 o'clock. So Darcy Street was only just down the road from the Reno. And the Reno, them days, was open until 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. When you came out the Reno, the birds were tweeting and it was shining, you know what I mean? The light with the morning had arrived and everything, you know what I mean? And that was it. I was totally addicted from 1972 to about 1980, I'd say 86, when things started going wrong with the gear with me, you know what I mean? Because everybody turned to the heroin and crack cocaine. It was not good. But I'll tell you what, 3/4 of us actually turned to that, out the Reno boys. I'd actually say 3/4 of us actually went down that road. God knows why. We had everything at that time, do you know what I mean? We had everything. Everything was doing all the colossals and everything. We were smoking a weed, we'd have a good drink. It was nice. And I was told, well, listen, David, you can only get addicted to this shit if you dig it. Well, I was never a digger, never dug in my life, never. I was always scared of needles. Oh, just put it on the phone, man, smoke it out, just called Chase the Dragon. So I thought, okay. Man. And I felt like, wow, nice, yeah. All my worries and sorrows was gone. I was all wrapped up in cotton wool and everything like that. And when I'd stopped taking it, because he gave me a bag to last me 3 days, well, on the 3rd day I'd run out, and on the 4th day I felt like shit. I thought I had pneumonia, I was sniffling, I was shaking, I had guts, the lot, man. Oh, it was terrible, man, really, it wasn't good at all. It was a bad thing to get my life into. But I went there. And I went to jail in 1983, came out 84, and I met a guy, he got killed a long time ago, he's called Derek.
Derek.
Thomas,
bless him, Derek Thomas. Yeah. He lived on Clement Road at the time, not far away where the beehive was, and he lived there at the time with his missus. What was his missus called? Sue. Yeah. Anyway, I just come out, and I came out with about 160 quid. You know, discharged, and plus a bit of savings I made. And I met Derek, he said, oh, it's a new thing now called crack. I said, crack? And he says, yeah, man, you put it in this glass bottle. And he had this glass bottle with him, and a Bronson burner, you know. I'd never seen this in my life. and he puts this rock on this little brass, you know, little tube there. And he's smoking away. He says, listen, Dave, you got to get the bowl white now. It's called the White Lady. Get it pure white. So I'm burning away at this glass bottle thing, you know, the nozzle light. He says, right, it's full now. Lick it. I went, Jesus Christ, I stood up. 10 men! 10 men! That was it. That was worse for me than the brown was, because I've spent more money on that. I had a £300 a day habit, and that was a hell of a lot of money. This is me and Pretty, between both of us, we had a three. And I was making at the time, I was dealing as well, selling it. I was doing speed, because Steve, can I mention names?
Black.
Better not to.
No,
Yeah.
no. We'll just say Steve. He was laying on the speed to me. Then he had White Joe, who's gone, bless him.
Yeah.
Remember Joe? He was laying on to me. You know what I mean, with the Afghani black and the gold seal, the Nepalese fingers, Nepalese temple balls, and I was making good money, man.
Through a little hatch.
Where is it?
In Cowsby Street.
Oh, was it on
Time out
Cowsby
road.
Street?
Yeah. Well, I've
Yeah.
got the picture of the arch
Yeah,
where we
yeah.
have the
Oh,
Reno
right.
thing.
Yeah, he has. He's got the picture of the hatch, like I've got a picture of the bed.
Oh, he's got a picture of
the
that.
hatch.
So anyway, after a while, everybody stopped coming here buying the weed off me. And I'm thinking, Jesus God, I can't support my Class A habit now, because, you know what I mean? I'm selling Class B, you know what I mean, the weed like. So I thought, right, I'm going to get into some brown here now. So there was, can I mention the ones what's passed?
No.
No, don't
No.
mention.
Well, anyway, dreadlocks. He you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah.
Snowball. Anyway, he was laying on the brown with me and everything like that, and a couple of stone as well. Like, you know what I mean? Because no, them days it wasn't a stone. You had to 3-days it yourself. You couldn't just buy a rock like that you did later on in the years. You used to get the powder. And you know what? I took the coke for years, on and off. I could take it and leave it when it was a powder. You used to snort it with your £20 note, you know what I mean? Flash past. And it was all right. That it was a good lick off that and everything. I never really got addicted to it, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But the rock, man, that first lick of that stone, that instant addiction, man. It was like nothing else. What? And you never got that same lick you did off the first one. So you was always chasing. Oh my God.
Chasing the
It
white
was
lady.
mental, man. Mental.
That's why I love that song. White lines blowing.
And I used to love going down to Reno. After a while, I started going down there quite regular. And Cooley was what he had before Cooley. It was our man there, you know what I mean? He was doing the tunes now. Persian, top one. He'd been 60th birthday party for me, brilliant. And Susie. Sue. And
Susie plays good. I think Susie plays good.
Yeah.
So Susie's on
Mandy.
Mandy.
Mandy, sorry.
Yeah.
I said it, but you said it.
Two sisters. Two sisters,
Sorry.
you know. Mandy, bless her.
Yeah.
Mandy.
No, Mandy. I
Mandy in
think
the
she's a
park.
top little DJ. I do. Yeah, because she knows the tunes we want to hear.
Yeah.
And I used to go around behind the speakers when Cooley was doing it and build up my spliff, you know what I mean? Because you had the dance hall was here.
Yeah.
And you had the sound system was there on this
In the little
stage.
gate.
In the little
Oh,
gate,
yeah.
DJ box.
The DJ
And
box.
big speakers, 18 20 odd.
Either side.
Speakers either side, and you just get behind there, wouldn't you, and skin up and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was absolutely out of this world. The tunes I used to hear was amazing. And I'd say either to Persian or Cooley, what's this one?
Yeah.
And he'd tell me.
And you'd go and buy it.
And I'd go and buy it the following day. A shop called The Spinning.
Yeah.
And they sold all the imports.
Yeah, that was it.
And it was quite a expensive tune, the imports at the time.
Yeah,
it was
how
like
much was
£6, £7, £8 a go, which where your normal albums was about say four quidish.
Yeah.
Three quid. You know what I mean, for your normal British. But these was American imports, you know what I mean? So
because
pure
Julie used to hunt the tunes down.
Yeah.
He did. He used to hunt them down. Yeah. Bring them all in.
Yeah.
He was another.
So anyway, I ended with hundreds of pure tune. And I always remember when I was at rock bottom, which would have been 88. Really beginning at 88, I was rock bottom. I got knocked down on the Princess Parkway in 87.
Oh,
yeah.
And I was in plaster for about 9 months. I had 2 major operations on this leg here.
Yeah.
It was 3/4 of an inch shorter
Yeah.
than this one. So I have an upper, and in the sole what you put in all the
Yeah.
shoes and everything like that. So that's how I get around now. But I really, really messed up. So anyway, when I come out of the Aussie now, I was really broke and everything like that, and I had all these tunes, and it was all flat them days, and it was high like that, man. High like that. I had 3 lots, you know, 3 lots. And I sold a lot for a quarter of a bag of brown, you know what I mean? And 5 stone. The whole lot. The lot of them. I'd say, well, I've got about, I remember lending Mandy about 7 when she lived in Cowsby Street, when she had that big fire. If you remember the big fire she had. I was there when that fire happened, actually.
You saved a son.
Yeah, I saved, I saved the next door neighbour's son.
Oh, was it the next door neighbour's son?
Yeah, next door neighbour's son.
He ran
Because
in
the
the
whole
house.
building was full of smoke.
Yeah.
I remember saying to the lady who lived next door, and Sue, Susie Mandy, bless her, was wrapped up in like a duvet thing and sat on the next door but one doorstep, like. And I shouted to this lady, because I knew she had 2 kids, she had a little girl, a little boy. And I said to her, "Where's your little boy?" And she just panicked. She says, "Oh my God, I've left him in the house." I said, "Jesus Christ, which bedroom is he in? Which bedroom is he in?" So she says, the front room, the bedroom. And the whole house was full of smoke. I just took 5 gulps of that, and I was high as a kite on crack. I was high as a kite on crack. I don't think I could have done it if it would have been straight.
Yeah.
So I ran in after about 5 gulps of breath. I knew where all the bedrooms were and everything. And when I got to the bedroom, it was so full of smoke, and I couldn't hear nothing. So I got on my knees and says, "Baby, baby, scream, scream." And the little one started bawling, bless. And then I thought, "You're right." So I got right down and I could see this cot. I said, "Right, that's got to be it." So I took my hand over the cot, stood up after, because if you're in a fire,
You go down.
get down, because of smoke. You only need 2 gulps of that smoke. You're gone. You're gone.
Bloody hell, David.
So anyway, I ran downstairs with this little darling, you know what I mean? And her mother was holding the moon for me. And the firemen, believe it or not, hadn't arrived yet. And this was about a good 15 minutes. We'd phoned them beforehand. And what happened, there was at the top end where the park was, looking for this house fire. But this was at the bus depot where Mandy lives. So I let it, I just saved the kid's life. Then I'm running down Cowsby Street, waving my hands. So I got to the middle of Cowsby Street, and they've heard me. They come on, so them days health and safety wasn't on the agenda. So I just dived on the board thing of the and told them where. And the whole house was up, man. The whole house. From top to bottom.
Yeah, it was gutted.
It was absolutely
You saved
gutted.
a few kids, like when the West Indian people used to have them heaters with the
Paraffin.
They was lethal then. They used to cook on them, you know.
Yeah,
Used to
my
cook
mum
on
used to
them.
cook on that.
And it was lethal. They caused so many house fires. It was sad. Especially black people. Black people was really into them damn things. I don't know what it was. A lot of them lived in flats, so bless them. I remember once, man, going to the old, I think it was Fairlawn Street, Fairleaf Street, the old Fairlawn, Fairleaf Street. And it was my mixed race mates at the time had family what was living in the cellars. In the cellars. I thought that was unbelievable to me, because I was living in Crondall Street. All right, it was a bit of a shed, like, you know what I mean?
But it was a whole house.
It was a proper house, you know what I mean, from home. And we never really noticed all that nonsense. The place looking like there was 6 of us with my mum and dad. There was 8, and it was happy days. It was absolutely fantastic days.
We lived some good life in that house, didn't we?
Yeah. And I was over the moon when Myra got it. I was over the moon, because you know we can still go there, even though it's been. I'll tell you how bad it was. My mum's house is the only house what got pulled down. Half of it got pulled down and got rebuilt because it was that much of a state. It actually got
it was falling apart.
It was. So that actually your gaff is brand new.
We never,
When I say brand new, it's about 30 years old.
Half of it is.
Half of it is.
we never had a, well, we never had the floor, but it was all full of holes, you know, the kitchen floor. My mum used to nag at my dad all the time, Harry, you'll have to cement this kitchen floor, it's ruining my stilettos, because that's all you could wear them days. That's
She ruined the line over the stilettos, stab marks over the line.
So my dad couldn't take it anymore. He said, right, Edna, he said, don't worry about it. He said, by 12 o'clock tonight, you'll have a bloody floor. So anyway, 12 o'clock comes, my dad's got the crowbar.
You went to Peach Street?
Went to Peach Street.
Just off Roffey Road?
Just off Roffey Road, yeah, where the beehive is now, just behind there. And he dug up the flags off
It was coming down anyway, the place is going
He dug up the flags off the pavement, and anyway, he put them down, but he didn't cement them down, so they used to rot. They lived like that for years, man. You know what the Peach Street flags do? So when my mum come up in the morning, she said, what the bloody hell's that? He said, you wanted the floor? Yeah, I've got the bastard.
When you walked on the floor, you used to go, you used to go, boop,
yeah, we couldn't play hopscotch on it anyway, do it that way.
Because he never levelled it, he just
Dad
threw
was
it
like
down.
Arthur Daly in his ways, and a steptoe and son
He
in the
was
backyard.
Daily.
Yeah.
The razors he used to make for the boys back in the
Razors
day
he used
with
to
colour
make for the
CVs and
boys.
videos and all that. We had older boys what used to go down Reno, what used to hustle off my dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
man.
we only had a black and white, didn't we, Dave? We had this black and white. So one day that programme was on it. It's called Crime Watch now, but when we was kids, it was called Police 5. So when Dad used to get tellies off the boys, he used to plug them in for us so we could watch a colour television. So all of us would be sat there watching the telly. Anyway, this programme came on. It was called Police 5 at the time, and it came on, and the telly came on the telly. It was a big in a big mahogany wooden box and everything.
With the sliding doors.
Yeah. So the telly came on the telly, so we're all sat there watching it, and all of a sudden my dad said, Jesus Christ, kids, that's the bastarding telly. He shut the mahogany doors, unplugged it. There was a guy called Mr. Bruff, the tallest
I tell you what, he was the way
black guy you've ever
like a
seen.
piano player. He was the weight of a piano.
But my dad picked it up, he was a strong man.
Yeah.
Picked it up, he went, Bruff, put this in your airing shelter. It was only the Lord Mayor's of Manchester's colour television. Yeah.
He got away with it though.
Got away with it, man. He certainly did, yeah. He used to come and find me behind the speaker boxes.
Yeah,
The Blues come looking for her in the Blues.
The first time I ever went down the Reno, I remember I used to go to the Western and the Nile. So one night I said, let me go down there. When I got downstairs, I looked around, I looked at the roof, and I thought, Lord, this is going to come in. I ran out. I couldn't go back down there for about a couple of weeks. And he said, as soon as I got in there and get used to it,
the roof was low.
I was in there 7 days a week. We were in there.
We was
7 days a week. We were in the
we had to buy stilettos.
arena.
After stilettos, didn't we?
We was down there. But I tell you, one year, because I don't drink, I usually have a drink birthday or Christmas.
Yeah.
And this New Year's Eve, remember we went to Liverpool. We come back in time, and I gone to the bar, just about get me brandy and coke. And I'm like this, and I turn around, balaclava. One man stand up there with a balaclava. Watch me, looking at him, looking him in his eyes, and I'm like this. Because I'm saying to myself, I know you. And they was like, very, very, the guy's looking at me as well, because I know him saying, I'm saying, it's you. So I just went off with me drink.
Not realising what was just about to happen.
But so I went over to the corner, then them start beat the people them with the bars and all this, and you lot burnt up.
Me and Annette to the toilet. Barricaded ourselves.
So I was still out there, me, and this black man pushed me against the bar and stand up over me like this. But I don't think they would have hit me because I knew them.
Right.
That was the whole point. I wouldn't mind them was at my brother's house. Do you understand me? So, no.
Was it the cheap mill plastic?
Yeah, they wouldn't hit me, but you don't want to take chance same way. So this man
we used to go to Banjo's if the Reno was shut.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We used to, if the Reno was shut because of the law.
Because cheap mill was
they haven't been paid.
boys.
The Merino,
the mixed race guys.
What year is this?
What year was that?
Oh, it's early 70s. It's
No,
not.
No.
When everyone
No.
started dividing and going into gangs.
This was going into the 80s.
Mm.
Middle
Oh, that
80s
as well, yeah.
going up. No, but that was when
Yeah.
Mossad
When everyone
and
started to
Cheetah and
divide.
the Reno was starting to go down because
Oh,
of all the gang business
Gang warfare.
going on. You understand me?
And
But-
you know all
Well,
our
81 was the
parents.
Mossad riots.
yeah,
So
but it was
basically-
years ago because life was still good in the Reno 81 and that.
Yeah.
I was new then at the Reno.
Yeah.
But I'm saying coming on because by the night, Sade them,
Mm.
and we were still going down the Reno. So coming up to like the end of the 80s, this is where all your problems started with
Yeah.
all the gang business.
Well, remember when we
think
used to
it's,
walk down the Reno and all, well, Afroville it was, and there'd be a
Afro,
line of them all there, all the
The
boys.
biggest afros. Who
I
had the
swear
biggest
to God.
afro that night?
And they used to look for the Irishman, because Irishman was on top dollar them days.
Yeah. So that's who they call
And-
Jimmy, innit?
Yeah.
innit?
So you used to
Anytime
watch them go to
Jimmy.
the bar. If they come down, you'd watch them go to the bar now. You know what I mean? See where the wallet was or the
Yeah.
coil was. It was like the wallet or the coil.
Coil.
Yeah.
And it's such where it was. And you had the likes. Can I say names? No, we can't say
No.
names, can we? The Shakers, anyway.
Yeah.
There's the Shakers.
One man.
And I used to sit there, because I'd never done it, I never did do it, because I had my own little way of raising. And the wedding, every time they got the wallet or the coil, every time. And I used to sit there, man, in amazement, laughing and giving it a heart. You know what I mean? Like you did in them days. The finger.
Yeah. But the wickedest thing about the Reno, I think, was everybody trying to get there before 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
What's your car, Kevin?
Yeah.
And nothing, I'll let you in at
but
all.
sometimes it'd be like
No, I was
that.
all right.
The back, remember they used to say, run round the back.
Yeah.
And you see them
Yeah,
run round
round
to
the
let,
back.
to let
To
you in
get
at the
in.
back.
What's his name now? Cola.
Cola.
I went down there, this is about 83.
Cola's very
83. Ah,
Is
no, okay, sorry, yeah. Went down there, 83. And he was on the door then. Marty was off the door. And I didn't have to pay, because them days, in the late 60s, I was playing at the Lagos Lagoon
Yeah.
on Carter Street. You had Morton Street here, and it was
Yeah.
Carter Street, and the Lagos Lagoon was
Yeah.
upstairs where these shoe shops were and everything like that, on Carter Street, facing the church across the road. And a young African, well, he wasn't young, I'm sorry, I was young. He was called Sallow, and he got killed on Princess Parkway in his brand new car. He didn't have it that long, actually, bless him. You know what I mean? He got wiped out on in a serious accident. So obviously that was the end of the Lagos.
Mm.
So then Larty moved to the Reno.
Yeah.
So he always used to call me 1212 Larty, because I was in the band.
The way she
You know what I mean?
gets it,
1 2
1, 2,
testing,
1,
1 2 1 2 testing, 1 2. So Larty never called me David or Triggy. He always 1 2 1 2. For decades he used to call me 1 2 1 2. So anyway, this particular night, right, he wasn't on the door, and Cola was on the door. And he goes to walk in. Whoa, yeah. Pound, man, pound. No, man, I don't pay me. I've been coming 8 years, man. I'm one of the lads. Pound, man, pound. And I was adamant, no way am I giving you. I could have paid out. I mean, what was a pound to me? I was making pure money. But it was a principle. I said, no, I'm not. So anyway, what does he do? He comes out with his big fuck off psycho fucking knife, you know what I mean?
A knife.
Yeah, psycho knife to me. So I stepped out and I just fucking went apeshit. I said, you're gonna fuck with me with that? Do you know who I am? I said, you've only just come from Africa. You don't know fucking me from Adam. Don't be charging me and then coming to me with a knife. You're fucking mad. And then Larty was downstairs then. And he ran up and heard all this commotion, a few others. And you had a couple of heads there who used to, where the big mirror was, where you went down to the lads. Oh, I can't mention names.
You can mention innocent names. Malcolm and King.
Yeah, Malcolm. No, he was, what's his name? My mate with a pistol.
Oh, Jeff.
Jeff Bassett. Jeff Bassett and Malcolm. They was on the door. So anyway, they had a word with him and everything like that. So I did get down. I did actually get down without paying the pound. But that was another sad ass experience I had. And that was Cola. And Cola loved, when I bump into Cola now, like in Nazareth or somewhere like that, we always greet each other and
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we never talk about that incident.
Yeah.
He's forgot. It was done. In fact, it was done the week after it happened, actually. You know what I mean? He said he was sorry.
Even a couple of hours.
He was a bit.
Once you was down there, you forgot about everything, didn't you?
You just wanted to dance.
You just wanted to dance every single tune. I'd go there with stilettos like that. Time I'd finish in the morning, they'd be that big.
But you know the thing was down there.
And I still
See,
think
women, that's why enough women went down there. Because when I started to go down the Reno, all I have to say, there was high candy to kill.
Oh.
High candy down there to kill
There
you.
was some top looking guys.
Jesus, man.
No,
Now
all
if
them
you
guys
can't find no,
good-looking
there's
guys.
no high candy.
Yeah.
The man them look so vexed.
Yeah.
And you know what?
You know what? I used to like Chips, Frank's woman, you know. I
Yeah.
thought she was lovely.
She was a darling,
Chips.
In her younger days, she
Chips
was
is a
gorgeous.
darling. She was a very good looking woman.
Oh,
Chips.
I always remember I had the second-hand shop on
And she was
Claremont
just so
Road.
cute because she was
Yes.
so, you know,
She was
to look
petite,
at.
wasn't she? She was petite, wasn't
Yeah, she was very petite.
she was a bit like petite,
Yeah.
was, you know, very petite. And
I don't
what
care.
was I
I
saying?
like Chips, man. She had her ways, but we've all got our ways. But I like it so much. Sometimes I want to punch her lights out.
oh, she used to ruin the floor. If you danced next to her, or you took a seat, she'd go
Well, that's what she done
and
to
then
her
Frank
neck.
would just stand there and look at
Yeah.
you like that.
Oh God, I used to love to dance with Frank. Man. I used to love to dance with Frank. I used to say, "Come on, Frank."
Frank had a dance of his own.
His dad,
didn't he?
Frank had a dance of his own.
Nobody danced like Frank. I don't think
Nobody
anybody
could
dances
dance
like
like
me.
I was like,
actually.
it's flat, you know.
I don't think anybody dances like me.
It's flat last year, you know.
Yeah,
Frank's.
yeah.
Yeah.
When George came down.
Yeah.
We went to his, that's the first time I
Oh,
went to
did
his
you?
flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year was at his flat.
Oh.
I didn't know he was sick.
Yeah.
You know, God bless him. He was a nice man. I liked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
They just come like he just come like the king of the Reno. Even though we was all the king and the queens of the Reno.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
He was
it
the
our
one who
club.
stood out.
Yeah, it
As
might have been
like
like
a head man.
but it was our club, wasn't it? It was our
I'll tell you, he was a
It
top
was
guy
like a
for
family.
getting women. Was my mate Stan Jackson. He died last year.
Yeah.
Stan Jackson.
Stan.
A white guy, isn't
Oh,
he? Stan,
okay.
yeah.
He could pull the girls, you know.
Claremont Road.
Yeah.
Right facing the HQ as it is called
Yeah.
now, but it was called
He
the
used to be with a girl called Sharon.
That's where he was brought up.
Sharon. What was her second name? Sharon. Anyway, he's got a couple of kids to her actually, but they split up anyway. But me and Stanley were like buddies when we
You
were
were
like
like-
super glue, you know,
Yeah.
like Siamese twins. Me and
What happened to that
From
Joey?
you were young.
White Joey. Me.
Afghan Joey with the curly hair, and he ended up on the heroin.
No, we all did. Didn't we?
No, I'm just saying. You know, sometimes you think of people.
Yeah.
They used to have Ozzy Sadie and all them. John,
Yeah.
think Tony Cole,
What was his name?
and the other one was Joey.
Is it
Joey.
Do you mean Jasper or Proudfoot?
Joey
Joey.
Jasper.
Joey Jasper.
Joey.
Joey Jasper.
It must be
It's got
because
to
his
be.
name
And he was a
Joey.
good-looking kid.
He was a
He was
good-looking
tall
guy.
And he
He
was
was beautiful.
Ozzy's mate.
Yes, he was Ozzy's mate.
Ozzy's
Guys.
Oh, he had the long curl. He had long curly hair.
Every
Yeah.
single
Beautiful
one of them.
man.
Listen to
Every
her,
single
man.
Oh,
one.
Jesus. No, because you know something. No, because
the men.
He was because you know something.
She was
I
young,
was
free and
never-
single.
She
She just wanted to mingle.
With you, baby.
Well, you know, I suppose when you go down, because the Nile now might have had some mixed race, but it was mostly white and black. So to go down to the Reno, which was full of mixed race,
Yeah.
that was like a novelty to me.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So I was like that, and I was thinking, damn, they're good looking in. Jesus.
Just the guys.
Yeah.
Did you ever think the guys were
No, the girls were beautiful
I
too.
used to go down there.
The
for
girls,
games.
and then when Liverpool start come down and is more mixed race, they was damn good looking. I said,
Yeah.
damn, that's
Yeah.
all I could say. So that's what I suppose that's why you could go down when you're young.
I think
I
everybody
can't
went
get
in
to
the
keep you.
Reno was looking at Ozzy Sadie talk.
Yeah, they were gorgeous.
Tony Cole was a good looking kid.
Yes. Ozzy Sadie too, you know, and him singing
Oh,
good.
everyone fell in love with Ozzy.
Ozzy Sadie was God. Love him
Yeah.
up. I did love off Ozzy Sadie.
Ozzy
You know,
Sadie.
like,
Did you love Shirley? Come
Ozzy
on.
Sadie.
Did you love him?
I did love him. No, I love him, and I still love
Ozzy
him because he's
was
a
proud.
good friend.
You know,
He turned out to be a very, very good friend.
Oh,
Ozzy.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I always have a love for Hazzy Sable.
Yeah.
Who did you have affairs with?
Sorry,
Come on.
Come on,
Oh,
Jessie.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I don't think I really did, you know, because
Not like that. Shirley,
no, it's not that. I think them times when we used to go down there, the half-caste guys was looking more for the half-caste girls or
And the
white girls.
White girl.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So
So
they
this
weren't
this
really.
thing about we don't burn coal. And
Yeah,
all
yeah,
this
you know,
and
so I don't think there was really, but they were nice. Don't get
Yeah.
me, you could have a laugh and chat and dance up with them.
that was
It
Dave
turned out-
Brennan who used to use that.
Yeah, you
That
know.
one, yeah, about you don't burn coal.
Cool. Yeah, because he was with Diana Bunsen.
Black
innit?
girls. And then
Was
he
it
ended
Diana
up with
Bunsen?
And the black people
Is that
say,
him who was
we
with
don't
Diana
crack.
Bunsen?
I don't know.
What was his name?
No, he wasn't with Diana Bunsen.
Oh.
It was what's his name who passed away. What
The
was his name?
good-looking guy as well.
Who?
It was with Diane.
Who was
I
with
don't
Diana
know.
Diana
Bunsen?
Bunsen. Don't you know?
I
Did
can't
he
say
make-
no Diane, but I can't.
Do you remember the
think
guy
who
who
she
she used to be with?
This
What was his
beautiful
name?
African guy. I'm sure it was like a Dave or a Mike.
This is before she passed as well.
Yeah, long before when she
Oh
used to
my
come
God.
down.
I can
Good-looking
see
guy.
his face
And
in
him
my head,
always
and I can't
dressed
remember his
nice.
That's the trouble with names, you see. We know that many heads.
No, we
Oh.
see them, but you can't remember
Yeah.
names. That's the
Yeah.
thing. But her fella, he was gorgeous.
Yeah.
He was, but
Diana
he,
Bonson's fella.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was,
Sure, it's
Mixed race, yeah, Diane.
Are you sure it's not Brennan? Because she.
No, I'm not
Dave
talking
Brennan,
about
you
Brennan.
mean?
But all them lot used to go to the house because she was going out with this other guy.
Oh, I don't know.
Someone will know when they hear this. I bet they'll say the guy's name straight away.
So he was good. Look at Shirley.
What?
Like,
He was very-
Did you ever put your eyes in when you was in?
no, you know, because like I tell you, when I started to go down there, to me it was a place
Like novelty.
candy, kid in a toy, you
You
know.
found that
You know,
somewhere
I was
where
in
you
a
can-
toy store.
Yeah.
Man, I never see so much pretty man.
Oh, there's
I mean,
some
you know
top
what I
girls,
mean?
man.
No,
Yeah.
there's pretty girls, but I'm not into girls.
Yeah.
I don't want the girls, but I don't want the girl, them man. You understand me? I don't want them man. You see, the greatest thing I thought at them time there, and I still like to do it.
Yeah.
I can ogle a guy from afar. I don't have to touch. Look, I don't touch. I don't want no problem.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing with me. Whoa! I can have a great night. Oh, he's fucking gorgeous.
And would you keep it to yourself or would
No,
you?
I can tell these because I'm not going to.
Tell me.
Tell us, but I'm not
Don't you
going
think
to
he's
approach him. I'm not looking them.
no.
It's not a looking a man thing.
She just
It's
makes-
just think, damn. When I go down
But if
there, I
you
was
would have
lost.
approached her, you know what I mean? She might have done a little 1-2 on the dance floor.
I would have danced with you on that. But you know, no.
And did you have a man at the time?
No, I'm mostly single. That's a damn thing. Single then and single now.
I think he was a little bit of a
the
dirty,
kids'
though,
fathers,
wasn't he?
you know what I mean?
What was that then?
The kids' daddy.
A little bit of a dirty.
No,
No, she wasn't. No, that's one thing she wasn't.
No,
She wasn't.
no. I tell you what, I didn't know. I was. I'm not going to say who though. I was seeing this
Whatever.
one called a mixed race.
Yeah.
God, it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my God, would
Yeah.
I know him?
Lord.
Oh, you certainly.
Yes, you were.
I know who she's
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and that was my first
mixed race.
mixed race.
Mm.
Never had a
And
mixed
how long
So
did that
if you
go
know
on
who
for?
you are,
for
you've
a
been
good
her
time.
first mixed race.
Ooh, you were gorgeous, you know. Jesus, I can't forget you. You
He
know
I
you
know. When I come off camera, man, I'm getting his name. If I have to talk to you.
Ooh, gorgeous. And you know, the man, I know, the one, you know, sometimes if you and somebody have argument and the man wants you to come with you, I'm telling him, no, come in the Reno. I don't leave the Reno, not even for a man.
Right.
He wants to go home. I said, when you go on, because I'm in the Reno.
I'll see you when it's done.
I'm not leaving. I won't
Just
leave.
this one more tune.
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember that. One more
One
tune.
more tune.
This is 6 o'clock in the morning. Just play one more tune, please, Cooley, please, man.
I took all my baby mothers down the Reno.
Yeah.
Linda was my first. That was very early 70s.
Yeah, Linda.
About 72. Linda.
Mm.
To Sharon, my eldest girl. Then Anne, that's my second wife, to my middle daughter, Fiona. She hates that middle daughter. My second child, Fiona.
She's a middle sister.
And then, obviously, Pretty,
Yeah.
to Tara, you know what I mean? So all my girls went there.
All these
I
baby
took,
mo-
I took,
all these baby mothers.
And I took a lot of girlfriends down there as well because we used
And
to
he's
go.
a white guy.
no, I took some friends, guys from Birmingham.
Did
You
you?
know, they were asked them, they like the Reno. Remember Jukes sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't say anybody went down the arena and said, "Oh, I don't like
No,
it."
they
Yeah.
didn't like the Reno. They
It's
come
an
from
instant
Birmingham.
addiction.
I'm
No,
sure.
it's
But
like
stay with me.
family.
I used to have a house full of man.
The
from all
atmosphere
over.
was
I mean,
Yes.
when you go in, you spend about 15, 20 minutes hugging everyone and saying hello, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was
then
lovely.
you'd hit the
People
bar
was
and
nice.
the
then.
Christmas
nice.
People were lovely.
couldn't-
Champagne.
The New Year party.
New Year's
Dancing
Eve.
like that.
That's why we rushed. That's why we rushed back to
I think that's why we brought that dance out, wasn't it? Because that's all you could do. Look if you could wiggle your
Oh, my
hips.
Lord.
Oh.
That's why I used to like going on the stage where the speakers was. At least you had a
Yeah.
bit of space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To do your thing, you know
Oh, it's gorgeous.
I loved it.
what I mean?
Reno, man.
Nothing like it.
So
though.
funny.
I'll tell you what. It was like a mini version of the Cotton Club of America, I'd say.
Yeah.
Honest to God. If you
Yeah,
think about it, it was
that's it,
like
yeah.
a mini version, because the Reno wasn't as big as a Cotton Club in America.
No, no.
Massive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was
But
like
it
a
was
mini,
like, yeah.
mini version of the Cotton Club. Because all the heads, if you wanted to
Yeah.
look for one of the boys, the Reno.
Yeah.
I believe it or not,
Yeah.
I do caring. And believe me when I tell you, most of my clients was from the Reno.
Get away.
I go in there and I
Yeah.
say to them, and I don't even know them, this is when I meet, you see, how I talk to a lot of people. You remember Beryl Richards? You
No,
must have
terrible.
known Beryl Richards.
I'm terrible with names.
The same as, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Face.
If I showed you the picture, you would know her. I look after her. I look
And she
after
was a Reno girl.
Reno. I go to this other house and I say, you
Shirley
used to go
Trace.
down. Yes, you know her. She used to wear
Was she in the
jeans.
wheelchair?
No, she used to be in the Reno. We used to look after her in
Yeah,
the
she used to.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Beryl used
That's
to be
funny.
down
Do
here.
you look at, because Cat's got Alzheimer's now.
Cat.
Remember Cat?
Which one's
You know Cat if you see him.
Cat.
I see him in Alec Park in a little group and he's got early onset Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's. But I tell you
Was
this.
he white?
No, black
No,
guy.
black.
Mhm.
Yeah, you mostly go in the
Do you know
gambling
what? I
room.
know
You
the name
definitely-
Cat.
Yeah, the gambling room.
Yeah, you definitely know
Yeah.
him.
There's
He's
two,
a bit older
there's
than
two pool
us.
tables
Is
in
he
the
older
gambling
than
room.
us? Yeah,
And a dice table.
Yeah.
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 But I tell you this, even
I never.
I went to this other client
We used to
house
go
where
down there.
husband and wife. And you see me, I've got very good memory with faces. I don't know your name. I may have spoke to you. But I said, when I go in, I said to them, weren't you down the Reno? They said, yes. I said, yeah, I remember you.
Wow.
And I remember a lot of my clients. They all
So
used
is it Alzheimer's you're working with or
the
body?
old and all
stuff?
kind. Even George, he was a white guy who used to hang around with Ozzy Sadie and all them.
Oh.
He wasn't that old. Yeah, was
Yeah.
taking care. He had
Yeah, but you got to
mental
remember
problem.
we're all in ours.
No, but I'm just
Late
saying,
50s,
it's
early
funny because
60s
I'm
now.
booking up the people that were
Yeah.
in the Reno.
Yeah.
If the,
Older heads and younger heads.
if,
You
the, if the
understand?
front door was shut and you couldn't get down the Reno, we used to go down
Round the back.
On the
Yeah.
side to the
That's
fire
where-
estate.
That's why some of them sometimes they let you in. They
Yeah.
say go round the back and you
Yeah.
say everybody run round the back
Yeah.
because everybody want to get in. I gotta get in that Reno.
That's if
Because we didn't have mobile
that's if
phones
Phil
them
didn't
days
pay
to say,
the-
right, we're
the
outside,
police.
did we? Yeah.
if
Yeah.
Phil didn't pay the police, that was it. The place was shut down.
Yeah.
The fucking police are bastards, man. Them days, he used to set you up and everything.
yeah.
He did. If they couldn't
The
catch you,
police.
they'd set you up.
I remember one thing.
I got set up. To them, I got taken in 1976. I got done for living off of moral earnings
When he
of
used to
5
run
women.
brothels.
Like I put them on the street. Nah, man, they was doing their own thing. I should
You
take
just
the phone,
provided the bed
provided the beds and make sure
and the
they're
hole
safe.
in the wall.
Yeah.
And rob the client, come to the hole in the
You're not
wall.
supposed to say that.
Rob the client. Oh, that's all done and dusted.
Yeah.
Rob the clients while the girls was doing it. He'd be in the wall, and he'd be in the, you know,
No, what it was.
Summer,
we had all the old flats up them days where the art library is now.
Limbeck and all that.
Gretna.
Yeah, didn't Freedom live over that way?
He'd kick off the door, he'd make a squat.
So anyway,
Turn it
we
into
kick
a
the door
brothel.
in. We go to the second-hand shops, buy about 4 beds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And put the carpet and put a couple of pictures up the bedroom. And
Make
where the
it look
balcony
nice,
was,
you know. Make it look like someone lived there.
where the balcony was, we used to take the pane of glass out.
Yeah.
And we used to pin the curtain down, you know what I mean? So if there was a bit of a draft, it wouldn't be blowing the curtain like mad. And we had the bed, which would be like facing that way, so the client would be, you know, there in that position. The girl was there. And we burnt a cigarette hole through the curtain. So we could, and we had a little flap here. So when the punters come in now, obviously they only had that one place to put the clothes was on this table where the window was. The little dressing table. So some of them got smart to getting ripped off. So what they used to do, you put it in the cars. Put the money in the cars.
Right.
And the girls used to, they'd get the money off them and everything like that. And they'd put the money elsewhere or whatever. And we had these things, like, meaning, she'd know if the money was in the car, she'd belong his cum. Not talking nasty, belong his cum. So,
give him a
go like that. That meant he's in the car. So obviously, you took his keys out and you looked again. That there was the VAT, the sunlight thing. If the money was there.
The sunrise.
That was the glove compartment if the money was there. That was under the carpet if it was there.
But 9 times out of 10,
that was like under the chair. Yeah. So honest to God, we'd run down with the car, top of the range mode. I tell you the best, the Chinaman who was going to the oh my God, he was going to the gambling places them days. And they'd come down with hundreds of £700-800, fortune in them time. Fortune.
You could buy it for
this is in the 70s. This is 74.
Go on. Yeah.
So we come up, you know what I mean, and we put the car keys back and everything like that. And everything was sweet, you know what I mean. And some of them never used to, they'd just be amazed how this happened, how it got robbed, how they got robbed and everything like that. But we used to have a couple of comebacks.
Yeah.
So some of them used to bring the police as well, you know what I mean? So we had to move out. We used to have one on the balcony
another
looking
one
out.
Set up.
And then
just
the
in
next
case we had to do a runner.
Next day, kick another door in, go to the second-hand shop, buy another 4 beds, and it just went on from there. Did that for years. So the police knew I was bang at it.
Yeah.
So I was always down the Reno every night with all my Tom on, because everybody wore sovereigns.
Sovereign.
Gold watches. Dunhill gold lights.
Fingers would be like that with sovereigns.
Dunhill gold light.
Dunhill gold light. And he used to smoke Dunhill cigarettes as well.
Well, it was all flash blasters.
We was them days, everybody was.
So anyway, right.
Everything counted, man.
Yeah. So anyway, the police caught on to me. So they used to see me coming down the Reno and everything like that. But what they'd said on the charge sheet, on the, when you're sussing you out, what's it called? When they're watching you and you're writing it all down. Surveillance type sheet. Saying things like, I'd walk to the bar with one of the girls who I got done for, because 5 girls, and I supposed to took £20 off this girl, got the drinks in and put the change in my pockets, which was bullshit, man. We knew who the vice was then days. I could even name them 3 vice to this day now, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. Well, anyway, I got 4 18 months to run concurrent. Or was it concurrent? Where you only just do 1. They wanted me to get 7 years. So anyway, I only got...
Because he was classed as pimping. He was classed as a pimp. Because he was charging out every single girl £1 a client.
Yeah, well, £1 was nothing, was it really?
No, but it was them days. We're talking 74, David.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. Well, I started in Westwood Street, actually, the first
Westwood Street, that's what I'm saying, with Arlinda. God bless her. Yeah.
And we just spent it all down the Reno and just lived like
that's
But we used to go up the town and then shoot.
Beautiful clothes.
Yeah,
beautiful
all designer.
jewellery, all
Everything's designer.
Well, it was
French
all,
and Italian
yeah.
and all that. You know what I mean? Used to shop in King Street and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know.
Or on Dean's
Solvers
Street.
would be buying me watches from Mappin and Webb and gold chains and everything from Mappin and Webb. And then one day these two guys come in our David's, they knocked on the door. And
Oh, is this Clown Road?
Yeah.
They kidnapped you
Yeah.
in the boot.
and pretty opened the door because we thought they'd come for something, you know what I mean? So I've got the thing, I'm ready to serve them. Next thing I know now, they pulled a knife out and they said to me, where is he, where is he? Well, I thought Sobers had robbed this guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd never seen these guys before in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't, a white guy and a black guy, but they was from London.
Right.
But I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
But I was in my brother's house, my dad was there and everything upstairs. But Pretty ran upstairs, but what she done is she shut the door behind me and I couldn't get in.
Yeah, it was locked
But she
on
was
top
back-
of the stairs.
And they just dragged me down the stairs behind me. But anyway, I was in the boot, but in the car. They put me in the boot of the car. I had all my gold on. I was going out that night. I only come for him to wrap up the things because I couldn't wrap it up like them £10 envelopes.
Yeah.
So
She come for that the next time you're in the boot of the car.
next thing you know, I'm in the
True
boot of the
story.
car with all my gold on, all the money and everything. I managed to stash some money, managed to stash some things. They took all my gold off me and everything. Oh, man. I couldn't believe it because I had some beautiful pieces, antique pieces as well, red gold and all. But it wasn't all of it. I used to just wear little bit, you know what I mean? But it was the main
And where did they
things.
take you in the
They took
boot?
me up the
They dropped you in the middle of the motorway, didn't
yeah. The M6, well, not the M6, going towards London because they was getting off to London, you see.
Right.
But I had to get out of the car by the roof. I was better because I thought they was going to do all sorts to
Yeah,
me. You know
that's
what
what
I mean?
I
I thought,
thought,
oh,
thinking.
please. And I was begging them so much to let me out. Anyway, they opened the sunroof and they said, get out. But they're doing like 90, 100 miles an hour up the thing. I had to get, listen, it was like a movie.
Wow.
It was like a movie. I was hanging on to the car like this and then trying to push it. All of a sudden, all the cars was bibbing, thinking I was a lunatic, you know, hanging out of this car, the roof out of the car, because they're pushing me out.
Wow.
And I'm hanging on. All of a sudden, they just put the foot on the brake. I went rolling off. And because they had to go that way on the motorway, do you know what I done? I got brave then, because they let me go. I stood there and I was like that on the motorway. You fucking dead now, you bastards! Just got on the motorway, fuck off, you silly bitch, you know what I mean? Got everything we want, you know. Anyway, I had to run on the other side of the motorway.
Wow, Myra, what?
I know, I've been so through that. I could write a book, me, but I'd have to
I
not
could
put my
write a
name,
book
you
as
know
well.
what I mean? Anyway, I ran onto the other side of the motorway. This guy on a motorbike come up. He said, I'd carry you, love, because I went, I've just been abducted. And he said to me,
But you really have.
yeah, no. He said to me, I'd take you, but I haven't got an helmet. Would I let him go, Linda? I wouldn't let him go. I just sat on his back. I said, I'm not letting you go, please, please.
Oh.
But he could see that, you know, because they hit me and
Distressed,
everything, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, they hit me. They was dragging me by my hair in the car and
I
everything.
remember my dad
They
was
dragging
crying
all the jewellery
when
off
he
me.
went off with you.
Yeah.
He was screaming.
So I come back.
Because
but
we had the second-hand
oh,
shop
my
there.
dad wanted to
And
help me,
he
didn't
worked
he?
in the shop.
I'm in the boot of the
Oh.
car, but it was like an hatchback car, so I'm in the boot, but in the
And he
car.
was begging
And
him
I'm
to
on the
let me
mirror
out.
like, I'm on the window like,
Jesus.
because I'm being
And my
kidnapped.
dad's begging him,
Oh.
crying.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
Oh.
my door, I let her go, you know what I mean? But I
I
was
just
just,
bit off with her.
it was just what happened.
I was in plaster at the time, that's why I got
He was in plaster,
I was
yeah.
in plaster from there
But
to
Yeah.
there.
I don't understand.
So-
Why did you not just take the gold off you where you was?
I know.
Well, he probably
I know.
thought she had money on her as well.
Yeah,
like,
well, I did. I had 16 grand on me. I had like fancies of, we didn't do anything. No.
Did he take
Well, if he's got her away,
They took
if
three
he dragged
ounces
her
off
away,
me
they
and
can
then
just do what they
got
they
the
want
gold
after
because
that.
I was trying to peel things off and put it down my bra and everything.
Right.
But then I was thinking, oh my God, if they rape me, they're going to find out, they're going to beat me
Yeah.
up, they're going to do this, going to do that. Everything was just, anyway, they didn't let me go. They just give me a
Wow.
few slaps and let me go. Thank God for that one. Anyway, I gets there. Next thing I know, the police are there and they said to me, I know this was a drug trade gone wrong, Myra. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I've just been kidnapped, what are you talking about? Anyway, they did actually catch the guys, you know. Yeah, they actually caught them at Watford Gap with my jewellery and
Did you get it
everything.
back?
Yeah, well, I got some of it back, yeah. But they'd rode around and they'd bought things and did this and that, you know what I mean, and
Right.
smoked, you know what I mean. They
Right.
got them the next morning going back to London on Watford Gap.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but hold on a minute. What did the police do with the drugs? Did they find the drugs?
Yeah, they found everything on them.
Everything.
Yeah, well, not all of it, because he
Yeah,
smoked half
yeah,
of it, because
yeah.
they were crackheads and
Wow.
smoked the brown and everything, you know what I mean?
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, because it was a guy who was on the brown who brought him to our David's, but
Yeah,
when
what
you
was
see
his
he was
name?
a down and out, a black guy.
I
forgot his
know
name,
him.
yeah.
He
And
was
I
the one who
thinking
set you
he
up.
was the one who set us up.
Yeah.
I
Can't
forgot
remember
his name now.
man.
He's still on it all today.
Yeah, I think he still is.
National.
He's just a wrecking.
Yeah, yeah. And he was the one who said, I had his name in my mouth then, you know. He was
I
the
can
one who
picture his
said,
face,
but
I've
when
got
they
his face.
realised he was the down and out, David didn't have two but to rub together, because he brought them there to rob everyone, because
Right.
that's where everyone used to go and sell the things.
Mm.
Right.
And
Like
if
the
his eyes would have been
second-hand
packed that day, they would have never have took me. Because
Right.
everyone would have been up there. All the old mixed race guys would have been up there, because they all used to go up there and sell their things.
shop. Yeah.
There used to be about 8 or 10 sellers in his flat, you know what I mean? Even the dog used to get stolen.
I remember once,
Even
right?
the dog used to get stolen, because there'd be
Yeah.
about 8 of them on.
Yeah, listen to this now.
So always used to say to me,
I came in, I was-
out the window. So he couldn't smell it, you know what I mean?
I came in cold turkey, man. I says, right, come on, you're making a few bob now for me flat. I says,
Yeah.
and I was in plaster then, you know what I mean? So I couldn't really do that because it was a target, you know what I mean? Who could carry a bag of gear down to boys, you know what I mean?
Did
With
you
a big
use-
plastic,
did
you
you
just
use-
slap your face and just
yeah.
go on with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I come in this day and I says, listen, I'm turkey and gives us 2. No, wait till I've done some punters. I says, you done pure punters? He says, no man, I'm not giving it you yet. I says, because what it was the day before that,
teasing with it.
they gave me
Sit
a
there
bag to
watching
take
with
down to a
drawing,
punter.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they gave me a bag to take down to a punter. I took some out and I got sus taking it out. So now I was getting sort of bullied now.
Yeah.
That's your, you know,
That's your payment.
that's your, but you're not going to get anything till I'm ready to give it to
Yeah.
you. I went to the back room, man, and just set fire to the fucking place, man.
Did you?
Burnt the back of the fucking shop.
Yeah.
And the firemen come and everything and fucking... I tell you what, they never fuck with me after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
They put the fire out. Well, we actually put the fire out, actually. Because one of the lads wanted to go to the toilet. He says, fucking all the box rooms up in smoke. Because I just come in, casual as fuck, you know, sat there, you know what I mean? I thought, you'd be
So
fucking
did you
out.
know it was you that said
Yeah, of course you did, yeah. I lived
Yeah.
there, it was my gaff anyway. I got done for
So
house
how
and
come they
everything.
first got in? Did you get done for us?
No,
No.
nobody asked me.
How come they got into your house in the first place?
Because I let him in there
To get some stuff.
to get some stuff myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they
Yeah,
took
'cause I
it.
couldn't-
The more people he let in the flat to sell.
And some of
Because
them
the
would
more
look
things
after
you
me, you
get.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'd look after him, so
And you
to
get
look
the
after
awkward
him. All
ones,
the other
do
guys that used to come in the flat used to look after him, you know, give him this,
Yeah,
give him,
yeah.
and that's how
I
his
could
habit
mention
got
the
so
names
big.
what was back.
Because
then.
everyone was giving him, and he was sat there taking because he was an addict.
Yeah.
Couldn't see a way out.
Oh.
Because he lived a top life, our David, before all that, man. He built that house. Him and his friend built that place upstairs on top of that second-hand shop
Yeah.
from scratch. They done it all.
Made it into like a cottage.
Yeah, made it into
Beams across the
Yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah, they went to empty houses, took the beams out, burnt all the beams, varnished them all, put them up on the
Roof.
ceiling.
Yeah,
He had
I went
it
a few
beautiful
times.
because he's always been into antiques.
Yeah.
Our David always has been,
Yeah.
you know, and he loves that sort of art deco business and everything. And he had a beautiful flat. And then one day, like everybody else, one day you put that thing to your mouth and you think you can control that, but you can't.
No.
Hook, line and sinker. Nobody knew that everyone was going to
Nobody
be.
knew that.
Nobody knew
It
what
was
it
fun.
could do to us.
That's the whole
Nobody
thing, innit?
knew.
If we
And
had
then
we
it
wouldn't have
was-
gone anywhere near
I
it.
think everyone, them
At
time, it was like a
first.
fashion drug.
It was.
So everybody was
Well,
into
the
it.
crack.
I say it was a fashion drug.
Yeah.
Fashion first, the heroin, then the white
Yeah.
powder,
Yeah.
then came the crack.
Yeah.
It was all fashion. But
Yeah.
when you
Nobody
fashion
knew what it
with
could
the
do.
crack come in,
Mm.
and then it's after, and
Yeah.
after you find out what they
Yeah.
really do to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
ruined
a
lot of
recreational
people.
drug.
Destroyed.
That was what it was.
Yeah.
Destroyed lives,
Recreational.
Like the ecstasy and all that lot. Well, we didn't have the
Destroyed lives.
ecstasy then, did we? You know what I
No,
mean?
that's-
So,
No, but they all come out, and it's
Yes.
all recreational.
yes. Yeah.
You understand
Who
me?
did you take her?
I hell, I will up my hand.
Mm.
Not heroin.
Not heroin, no,
not
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Not heroin.
Well,
I
you two
did.
was
I
crap,
did.
wasn't you? I was
crap.
close.
Yeah.
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 I felt like I said to you, it was recreational.
Yeah.
So even when I was doing it, it was fun in the head.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing serious way because no one knew the seriousness.
Yeah.
It was the beginning.
Yeah.
So everyone, it was great.
Yeah.
And it's not till as you're going along you realize what's going on and what's going to happen to you and how down you can go with it.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember?
that's all you see. You have some come up,
take you from
some
riches
take
to
you,
racks.
some some get out, some can't get out, some get through it.
Yeah.
So as I say, thank God, I live to tell the tale.
Yeah, there's that as well. Man.
Do you understand?
Do you remember, just it'd be about 2 or 3 years before the Reno got pulled down actually, this section here came crashing down, you know. If somebody would have been at the bottom here, that section there, well, you was in London.
Off the Nile, innit?
You was in London.
Was
Of
that
the
off the
Nile,
Nile?
that's the Nile.
Yeah, I lived in
The
London.
Reno was in
for
the
a few-
cellar.
Yeah.
So this little section here come crashing down where the bookies was here. The bookies was here. If anybody would have been stood there,
They would have
they would have been killed outright.
Yeah, and a lot of people
Because it
always
was a
was out
lot.
there
That was
as
a lot
well.
of rubble that to fall down onto the ship.
How long
Right
have you
outside
had
of the
that?
bucket.
That, David, how long have you had that?
Well, about 20 years.
You must have had it more than that.
20
more
years.
than 20 years.
No, 20 years.
How did you get that?
The one who does the Reno thing is the Reno get-together. There's a big guy who drives a big van. What's his name? Lippo, is it? Lippo. Lippo.
Come on, Dave.
About 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I was living on the
I
city
still
road.
see Lippo.
Yeah, still see him myself.
Yeah.
And we always talk.
Wow, go on, Lippo. That's nice.
Lippo.
Yeah.
I saw him a couple of old tunes for it. Like,
Yeah, he's doing very well now. He does that.
That icy thing.
Ice thing, innit?
Yeah, I brought it for Minnie.
Yeah.
It fell off my bike.
So Shirley, was you addicted or did you just have a dabble?
What if you call addiction? I don't know.
Well,
If I was.
You're smoking it every night, so that is addictive.
Well, there you go. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
To me, it was just a normal, like I say.
Yeah.
It's
That does the
recreational.
spliff.
No one knew
Yeah.
what it, where, or what it really does at the end of the
No,
road.
we didn't.
Because this is the beginning of it. You see.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's doing
Well,
it.
same with
Going
me.
down, but
didn't-
not under heroin. You didn't know what the
It
heroin
didn't
was
put me
going
back.
to
It
do.
didn't put me on the street straight away. It took years. It took
I
years for it to destroy you.
No, I've tried
Yeah.
heroin once.
Yeah.
One guy said to me, "Oh, try this, Shirley." I said, "Why is it?" He said, "Heroin." Watch me though.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, chase the dragon."
Yeah.
So me chase this dragon. And then when they're done, I was like this. So what am I waiting for? What's supposed to happen?
You're supposed to be good.
Well, I never got so. So I'm saying to him, "Oh, I don't want this shit, because it don't do shit."
Good that happened.
2 days later, we go down to the gym on my side. You see, by the time I finish workout and come back, one piece of pain. My body starts shake. I was in hate. It took me about nearly an hour to come from my side precinct to friggin'
Come down
Kensington
off that
Street.
ship's over.
Jesus had to lie down. Talk about your campaign. I'm thinking I've got the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
withdrawal,
You do.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
So you've not even had a hit, but it has affected your body.
I only tried a little bit once.
Wow.
Well,
I
2
never-
days
You
ago.
have to do it for about 2
No,
or 3
listen.
days straight, and it's got you.
No, you see, the thing with me was I couldn't understand what they
What
were
it
saying.
was, yeah.
What them say about this heroin. Like I said, it's a new thing. Everybody in it, but nobody really know what it's going to do at the end.
Yeah.
So this is what I say. People fall. It's not a thing where people do it because it's like an in thing.
Yeah.
Because everybody else is.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody.
You're following it. You understand me? And that was our era.
Did you say all
Because we are the drugs era. People aren't really,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you think about it, we are the living drugs people.
Oh, yeah.
Era we are.
Yeah.
From the 80s and 70s, 80s and that.
The more money you made, the more you spend on
The
it.
more you spend on.
But you know, the thing was, after I tried that, and then 2 days after that happened to me,
Yeah.
not a jack man could give me heroin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you understand
So
me?
did you associate the pain then with the heroin?
After after, because I never don't know
Yeah.
nothing. I don't know nothing about
What
it.
it could
What
do
year
to
are we
you.
talking here?
This
now,
was
Jill?
where I was
80s.
living in the 80s.
It's got
Because I was at Kensington Street.
because
and
the
that's where
car
I
came
tried
out
it.
about 83.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
when I used to go in our David's and there'd be like 10 people smoking in there and everything would be closed because I never did do the heroin. Yeah, and then I was in there constant for weeks and weeks, and everyone's tooting and they're
Yeah.
all. But because I never smoked, I thought it couldn't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
And then one
Well,
day
the room
I
was
wasn't.
full of
Yeah,
it, man.
I wasn't well. I wasn't well. And so Sober said to me, "You're all right, stay in bed." You see, the time Sober's come home, I was like this.
Yeah.
I thought I was dying. So Sober said to me, "Myra," he says, "why are you like that?" I said, "Sober's, man, I don't know." He said, "You better stay away from there. I'm not taking you in there no more because..." He said to me, "You're withdrawing." I said, "Withdrawing? I've never put everything into my life before. What are you talking about?" He said, "No, man."
There's that many of them
withdrawing.
smoking.
There was that many of them
It was in
smoking
the air, it was-
in one room, and the room was...
You inhale it, gone in.
yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
much bigger than this. A little bit bigger than this, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I must have went back about a week later, smelling it again, and I felt all right. So really and truly, you were smoking it or not doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because
And you see, after that one experience,
Mm.
and then as time went on, and you see what happened to people and the heroin,
Yeah.
I said, thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
I said, thank God I tried.
Yeah.
Because, people are in what you call it? Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah.
Curious.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
But I'm glad to say I tried because
Yeah.
I know that it was never,
It wasn't
I couldn't
for you.
understand it because I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
That's why I said to him, well, what the hell am I supposed to
They're
do? What am I
Satan.
looking
They
for?
belong to Satan. And
Do you understand me?
Jesus.
So I was, thank God, it didn't. You see, my brother ended up on heroin. I said to him, why couldn't you be on coke? I would have preferred you on the coke.
Yeah.
Because the heroin can't get away
The
from
heroin is a
Heroin
physical
It's a
addiction.
physical, and the coke
And
is
the
the
coke is a
mental.
mental addiction.
Oh, okay.
So you can get over
And
a
your
mental
body- your
addiction
body-
more than a physical.
Your body
because-
wants it, you see.
Yeah. You
You
can,
understand me? This is why
if you
I
get
have
Johnny
no
Charlie, you'll just
condemnation for people
fuck
on
it,
drugs. You understand me?
Mm.
Number one, because me do it. Number two, because my brother is on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
My
Yeah.
youngest sister is.
Do you understand me?
Oh,
So
bless her.
you,
She was pretty,
so,
you know, your
know,
Yeah.
Your sister, she was gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
so was my
She used to
my
come
kid was a
in
good
the back of the
looking
shop and
boy.
play pool on the pool
Did
table.
you
Yeah.
outside
never?
our shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's a pretty man, your
Hey.
kid.
Do you never do?
No.
Good girl.
No. I'm
Good
a drug
girl.
coward, man.
And what about your other
I've
sister?
done the
Thank God.
You was
odd-
three sisters,
Thank
wasn't
God
it?
for that.
There was three of you, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
there's me, then my brother Boswell.
Yeah.
He never really went down the Reno. Then there's Elaine, who's with
Elaine.
Jono,
Yeah.
Pam, and then Val.
Right, so you had, there was four of you.
Four of us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mummy, remember your mum and dad? Because I
Oh, no,
lived
mum and
there,
dad.
no?
I can
Yeah.
see mum and dad today. I can still
Yeah.
see your mum.
Well, I lived in
Yeah.
Cowsby Street here. They got me out the
Yeah,
shop,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was just
96.
Just so-
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Gwen
Yeah.
Stefani.
about 4 or 5
she
days
was
before
married
you
to
got
the
to the
guy last
intro.
night.
Yeah,
About
that's
4
right.
hours
Yeah.
before you got
And
to
he
the
was
alleyway.
still-
Yeah.
Got kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was you just saying? No, I never. I've
That's
had
brilliant.
coke.
Yeah.
I've had crack once.
Yeah.
But it didn't do, it like did that. It did that like the whack of
Whack of
like,
a lie.
10 men.
10
But then I
men.
couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, it did that.
Probably run out of money.
But that's the thing, like,
It wasn't even mine. It was just in a room. It
Yeah, yeah,
in the early
yeah.
days when people was just.
When
you see,
criminals
but
are
you see,
Yeah.
all simple.
But
This is
that
why I
glass
said.
pipe and that burning was scary when you
Yeah,
first
when
saw
I
that.
first
you know.
saw that.
Yes,
sound.
That was
Bunsen
fucking
burner.
scary, man.
on one of them glasses that
Because you'd
look
expect
like
the pipe to
science one.
explode, but it was that
Yeah.
glass type, you know,
Yeah.
like what can take heat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Get the
let me
ball
tell you
line,
But
get the
I
ball
tell you
line.
one thing though. I suppose because of how it was and that.
Yeah.
And then it was so much in the area.
Yeah.
Everybody and the younger ones, them have come round. I suppose in that sense when I moved from outside and still I go on though, you understand me?
I don't know what you mean.
Still going at it.
Oh, okay.
No, she says there's still people still going at it
Yeah.
today.
You
There
know,
is?
what I mean?
no,
Yeah.
yeah, today. I mean, people can't stop now.
Yeah.
The point
And
is,
they've been on it for
you didn't
30
know,
odd years.
you didn't know then
35
what you knew
years.
a couple years ago,
Yeah.
what it would do to you.
Yeah, of course.
That's
you
the
did it. I would
So
do
from you see, when it's not until you realize when you start see people who were on it and how terrible they've gone, looking dirty,
Oh.
war rob you.
Yeah.
You really got to see that's the end result
That's how
of
I
it.
turned out.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
So I
That's what
turned
I'm
out.
saying.
Yeah.
So to see all this demise in front of you,
Yeah.
do you understand me? I try, thank God, say me don't go so far.
Yeah.
No, you could have had.
Do you understand? Look, anything can happen. Anything can
I
happen.
could have had the wrong boyfriend.
Yes,
You know,
yeah.
you just go along with, you know.
Yeah.
like
You see, and you see, the point is, I always say this, you see, I don't blame one person
No.
for me
No,
taking
because
it. You know
can
why?
say no. It was big.
Because I
It was
wanted
up
to
you.
try it.
Yeah.
I wanted to try it.
Nobody
I tried
put a gun
it,
to your head and
I
said,
liked
take
it.
this.
and I take the devil with me.
Yeah.
You understand me? Now we kick the devil,
Yeah.
kick him off long
How
time.
long,
Yeah.
how long have you been?
Oh, I
Years
fucked off
now.
to America.
She went to America
Oh,
for
did you?
13 years.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm American
Yeah.
citizen now.
How long have you been now, David?
You know, but I mean,
About 26.
1990.
1990.
I dabbled when my dad passed in 91.
Yeah.
Just dabbled.
Yeah.
How long
About
did you dabble for?
3 days.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
sick for about 4.
Yeah.
Right.
I
And
never
I
touched
thought,
it
and I
since.
thought, you know what? There you go
I
again.
just applaud anyone.
There
who
you
come
go
off that.
again. You
I
fucking
really
promised
did.
your dad you'd give it up.
'Cause- Yeah.
My dad's passed now. Now you've got to prove to your mum you're not going to go back
Yeah,
there.
because that's what my
So
dad
I just
said
thought-
to him, innit?
Nah, that's
Dad
it.
said to
I
him.
just thought,
I
you
just
know what?
wanna see
And I just
you
pictured
keep
myself
on
in
that.
strange ways on the
Yeah.
bed and what it did to me, and now I look like a tramp, and now I never used to
Yeah.
bathe myself and change my clothes for months sometimes. Not
Wow.
weeks, months, mate. The same
Wow.
clothes for months. You stunk, man. Well, you couldn't smell it. Only other people. But it was the same. It was the same. Bless her.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
fell to pieces with it.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
destroyed you,
It
man.
destroys you.
but I think the worst
It
one was
destroys.
heroin.
We had our gas.
It don't only destroy the person.
We had our
it
gas cut
destroys
off.
the whole
Family.
We had
family.
our electricity cut off because
Yeah,
of
they
it.
live by candles.
And
don't
we
they?
lived by candles.
Oh, remember
Oh,
that?
Yeah, candles.
I remember
Yeah, yeah.
No, one day they had a white Alsatian dog, and one day
Share.
Yeah, I
the
remember
dogs
that.
was called Share. So this certain person was selling on Moss Lane lease, and he come out the bookies, and it was cold that day. And Pretty went to go and score, and I was there, and the dog was shaking like this. So she seen this particular person who was selling it, you know. So she bought it off this guy, and the guy turned around and said to her, "Pretty, hurry up, old man, give the dog a toot now. You don't see the dogs withdrawing." He was a black guy, you know. And he said, "You don't see the dogs withdrawing, because the share would be like that."
Well,
the
she
white
was in the
Alsatian.
room when we was all
Yeah,
smoking.
The
it.
white Alsatian would be there, man. All she done was sleep and gouge. That's all that dog was.
Fucking
Yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah. Well, when you've got like 28,
Yeah.
15 and so many,
It
10
was
people
round, man.
in a room smoking exactly the same drug.
What do you talk about when you're in there?
They don't talk.
No,
Don't
they
talk.
do. No, that's
only a
a
little
Charlie.
bit.
That's a Charlie. But when you're smoking the heroin, you're like,
Just
yeah,
goofy.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't talk
Well, I
because they
don't
don't
know.
like
And
this, innit?
spitting all the time.
Why are you spitting all the
Spitting.
time?
They always
Yeah,
spit.
he just made you spit.
Did it?
Ozzy was a bastard for it, man.
Was it?
Oh, you should tell him, listen, man. Spit in the bucket, stop what it's doing on my fucking floor.
What a
He
time,
was always
man.
spitting, Oz.
What a mental time.
I know,
What a fucking
I know.
mental time.
But we all,
Do you know, we
all-
live some life.
we all-
Do you know
I'm not
what?
passing judgment, I'm just
No,
feeling
no,
it.
no.
For the first time ever,
Yeah,
you saying that, I'm really seeing it.
yeah.
Do you know, because I never went
No,
into
because
Yeah,
it.
you
It
look
was
at
a
Yeah.
generation of drugs. Never mind the
Yeah.
60s.
after the Mossad riots.
You see
that
the
was it.
60s?
peace and love. It was
Peace and love and drugs, pure
acid
drugs,
in the
heroin
60s,
and that.
Acid.
Heroin as well. Them
Yeah.
people, the 60s people, innit?
Yeah.
They were into
They
the...
were into
Yeah, but they was
Puppies
into
and
the
all
digging
them.
heroin. We didn't
Yeah,
know about
they
the
were,
brown
no, we didn't know, but
Stop
they was into
shouting,
the...
stop
Sorry.
shouting.
The white one, the white
my
one.
voice is
Yeah,
in
no,
the
The white one,
It's
yeah.
yeah, they was into the puppies and all, them
Yeah.
into the 60s.
Yeah, what? How come? Because they was in, they had heroin. How come? Because ours is like a different thing. It just, I don't
Yeah.
know. You
But
know,
they had the
took
China
heroin.
white them days,
Yeah,
wasn't it? The
China
China
white.
white. That's their.
I never was a digger.
That was
so-
more morphine than.
That's right, it was morphine.
Yeah, more morphine than.
Well, morphine is a heroin.
I know it's morphine based, isn't it? Yeah.
No, you know, heroin is been running because even I had a client And she was telling me,
centuries
she's
now.
been telling me, say, she travelled gone here and there to go and get it out. You see, so they've been, the heroin was, and the 60s was your prominent time for the drugs because it was a drugs era.
Yeah, but
So when it come into the 70s.
I don't know, I wasn't there in the 60s, so I didn't see what they looked like.
Yeah.
But like David's just said, our ones just went like
Yeah.
to rock.
It was a shame.
bottom,
We did.
rock bottom.
Yeah.
It felt
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it felt like
Yeah.
hundreds of them.
Do you know what it was?
That's what I said to you when you first arrived. I'd say out of the Reno heads, 3/4
Of them, yeah.
3/4 of us fucked up, and I'm saying 3/4
Mashed up.
proper fucked
Mashed
up.
up.
Yeah.
It was evil, man, and it had us for years and years
Yeah.
and years.
Yeah.
Well, it had me for nearly 9
Yeah.
years, and I got 3.5 years in 1988,
Mm.
and I came out. Never looked back. Well,
What
like I
did you
said,
get
I
3.5 years for?
because I was going out and robbing
Oh,
for the
okay.
gear. You know what I mean?
Right, of course you must have had
And then that's the time, I suppose, when the Mariahs arrived, because one day I remember
The
them
Black
stopped the
Mariah.
taxi. I was in the taxi behind these 3 guys in the taxi, you know, them well in side, and the
You
police
just
come.
thought,
The police them and then come out.
Oh.
The police get them out and start search them. What do you think I did? I come out the taxi, start search myself, and then
The sus law was strong then.
yeah.
yeah.
So what I did while them I search them lot, I walked down to the Mariah, put my head in his window and so I count. I said to them, what do you mean? It takes so much for a woman to stop a car? So you're the policeman. Oh, so do you smoke weed? I says, of course I do. It's my culture. I says, but I'm not like you. I said to them, I'm not like you. You come and take it off us, and then you put it out back and sell it to us again.
Yeah.
So who's the bigger thief? No, who no?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And that's how I used to talk to
So
the
what
police.
did they stop you for? What's their excuse for stopping you? You just
Black
driving
men,
in-
drugs.
It was a sus law. It was
Sus law.
a
It was just a new sus
Pussy.
law that
drugs,
came out.
because they knew
could
drugs
stop
was
anyone.
rampant, so
Yeah.
everybody must have more or less
After the riots.
was up in there. Everybody has
That's
searched
why
for
we
what they
kicked off.
want.
That's why the riots was, because of the sus
Sus
law.
law.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had the poster where the black guy's getting rubbed down by the
Yeah.
cop and it says sus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to love
David,
that.
You couldn't walk anywhere.
I've always wanted to ask someone this question. You know, in the morning when you first wake up, before you've had any gear or anything, what do you see in the mirror?
You didn't
A
look
down
in the
and
mirror.
out smacking.
You didn't look in the mirror, no, you
Yes,
didn't look in the
true.
mirror. You didn't look in the mirror when you
Does the
done
mirror
that.
tell you the truth when you
Jesus
thought you
God.
were still looking
You look
alright?
you look like a dead man alive.
Yeah.
Oh.
A dead man walking.
I used to
I
look and
saw
say,
it.
that's the dead bitch walking
And
Did you?
as soon as you
Yeah.
woke up, that was your first thing on your head.
to get
You needed to have the little bag there for that, for in the
Yeah.
morning.
to be
Yeah.
known.
If you was
Function.
if you was clever enough to save yourself as two, that
Yeah.
was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you just hammer it, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you'd worry about the next day when it arrived. So you'd always have to make sure you had that little lick
You come knocking on
to-
the mum and
to
dad's door
get you out
to
of your
lend
bed
a tenner if you didn't
and
have it
then
in them.
go out and make a raise, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Would they lend it to him?
They didn't, yeah, didn't they? Then my dad used to lend you money here and there.
Now and again, if it was
Yeah.
really bad, but
Yeah, if it was really bad.
Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like when he had that accident when I went to see him in hospital. I couldn't believe it was my brother, man. I couldn't
Oh.
believe it. And that's what he kept saying to me. Please, Myra, give me
I
some.
said it for get me a two.
And I said to
Get
him,
me a
you are
two, I said.
mad if I am not doing that. And he went, I want water. And I
wasn't allowed
was
to
sort of
drink
like
water
that long
either for a
nails.
bit.
No. And he
Because
said,
I
I
was
need
going
water.
under that operation, you see, so
Oh,
you're not
yeah,
allowed
so you
to.
can't have anything in.
So I was dipping my hand, and even though he's done what he's done, he's so particular, and it shocked me. But he was off his head anyway, because he had him all drugged up anyway, waiting for his operation. So I dipped my hand in, and I was getting the water, and he sucking the water off my nails, and then he said, "Please go and get me one." I said no. In the end, he went and got him one, and I went mad. I said, "You're not going back
Yeah,
to
that was
the
after the
hospital to see
operation,
my
though, they
brother."
come
Yeah.
round.
I said, "You're not
They
going to
come
see my
round.
brother
I used to go
again."
in the toilets with his hospital and yet, funny enough.
Underneath the blanket.
Yeah, I
It's a
know,
small
I know, sure.
bag underneath
Yeah.
the blanket.
And they used to give you one in one, and then sleepers tell you sleep. So you did, God knows why I needed to keep taking it. It's just like
It's
just
a mental
such
thing
a
now,
mental
isn't it?
thing
Yeah.
that It was the norm. It was like just
The
getting
whole
up and
process of
breathing
getting it together, smoothing it out the
smoothing out the
foil,
foil.
making the
Yeah.
crack pack,
making the tube,
making
with
the
the pen, you know what I
tube,
mean?
yeah.
The pen, the foil tube.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was,
And I
it
used
was
to
an
sit
art.
there and watch it.
An art of hell.
I used to
Wow.
sit there and watch my brother take heroin. It used to break my heart, man. Break my heart. Yeah. I used to hate it.
I hate it.
When I seen him withdrawing, I used to hate it. I used to shout at him and get your fucking self together, man.
Well, since I've been working at this place now for 6.5, getting on for 7 years now, I've clamped down on the heroin dealers because I know what it does to you. And I've had them evicted from the buildings, you know what I mean? That's how you
hate it. Yeah, and you should.
Dear.
No, it's evil.
Yeah.
No, that drug
It
is the
destroyed me.
devil's drug.
So
Crack and heroin
I'd
is
be
the devil's
doing my little block checks, and I'd have like lads. We did it ourselves in the old flats in Hume, Gretney and ours. We'd go on the staircase and buy out the Mossad precinct, the old Mossad precinct, then go on the stairs and get out because we was all cold turkey, so we needed that little lick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's things still doing the same thing today. Obviously, nothing's changed. But they was doing it in my flats, you know what I mean? I'd have groups of wrecks on my stairs, and I thought, no, I'm not having this. So I'd suss out where they was getting the supply from and get their doors kicked in and get them evicted. I've got rid of 4 up to now. I've been called an informer, you know what I mean, a snitch, a grass. But listen, I've seen what that shit does to people.
Well, you've not just seen it, man. You fucking lived it.
He's lived it. He lived it. And it tore through our family, because like we've got 2 other sisters and we've got 2 other brothers. They never
touched it.
No, they never touched it.
I was the only one.
Yeah. It broke my mum and dad's heart to see their son, and it broke me 2 sisters and my 2 brothers' hearts to see him on heroin,
Because it was a wreck.
But look at him now at 65.
Look at him now at 65. This is what I'm saying, Linda. These people that God bless them, did lay to rest now in Southern Cemetery. And half of them haven't done half of the things that we've done with our bodies, you know what I mean? And they've died a lot earlier than us. So we must be here for a reason. We must be still here.
It depends how your body, if you've got a strong body,
if you've got a strong, and we're strong-minded, aren't we?
I mean?
I think our generation was so strong-minded as well. We had to be.
And you are what you eat. If you eat shit food, you know what I mean, like burgers and pot noodles and lunch and stuff.
Oh, I don't eat all that.
You look like shit and you won't be, but you eat good, solid, good food.
Yeah.
You're strong, it makes your body strong, you know what I mean?
So do your 5 a day.
You fucker. Was people taking shit in the Reno?
Yeah.
Oh.
I came from Barbados.
Have you got his internet here?
No.
I ain't got an internet.
What was we saying then? Oh yeah,
people doing shit in the
I came home from Barbados.
It's that work, you see, I don't need internet.
Because I was there for a little while. And David said to me when I come home, he said, oh, they don't ask you for Rizzlers anymore in the Reno. So I said, what do you mean by that? He said, they don't ask you for Rizzler anymore. So I said, well,
Baker foil.
what do they ask you for? He said, they ask you for tin foil. So I said, what for? He said, so they can smoke the heroin on it.
And what
I said, what?
What year are we talking?
80s.
80s, You came back from London for about around about 84, 86.
Yeah, but I used to travel down on the train for nights out.
No, but when you moved back to Manchester.
Yeah. And
that was in about 86, 88 though.
They turned around and asked you for tin foil. I said, no. So anyway, this night now, I went down there. And a certain guy said to me in the corner where Chips and Frank used to be, with the tube in his mouth.
Never.
Yeah,
he said blatant.
Yeah, he said
I ain't going anymore.
Yeah.
Go on.
And he said to me, yeah, Myra, have a go at that. Oh, no, lovey, that one wasn't for me. No. I said, no, thank you.
That's why the time
But if I did, because I've got an addictive personality, if I did and I liked it, it's like smoking. I'm so hard to give up smoking because I enjoy smoking. I like smoking. You know what I mean? So I'm just finding it so hard at the moment. So if I would have tried that and said, yeah, that was nice, I'd have most probably been outlined and sinkered. I might not even be,
Yeah.
Because once I liked
I think if I would have got onto the digging side of it, I would have been dead.
Oh,
A
God.
long
That
time
was a
dead.
different
Yeah.
side.
Long.
That's what
A lot of
that
them
used to
did.
do,
A
isn't it?
lot of
They
them
were
didn't dig in the beginning, and then a lot of them.
A lot of them lost their legs and everything because he
Yeah.
was digging in the groins and everything like
Yeah.
that. And some of them
Don't,
lost
I
their
got a girl in our tour, you know,
in a
Yeah.
in the flipping vein, right up the ground.
yeah, because he run out of veins,
God,
man.
I said, oh my
Run out of
God.
veins.
Oh,
I
yeah.
couldn't do that, you see, because I'm scared of needles.
You can never.
Yeah.
Frightened of needles.
Yeah.
When you was if you was a gearhead and you use needles, you'll never get rid of the scarring
No.
on your arms. That's why you can tell I've never been.
No, he's never dug.
You can see.
Never.
You know. That's a scar, by the way. That's a
Yeah.
scar. Get
Yeah.
into an house. It was only little. That's it.
Just sorry, Shirley. Just let me go and get. No. I need the toilet myself.
Go on then, let's have a break.